Hey everyone, it's Megan and Suzanne with SKT, and as you can see, Dot is swinging with excitement for our next week of our Tech the Halls holiday giveaway. So before we get into this week's prize, I want to go ahead and announce the winner of those Apple AirPods Pro that we went over last week. Our winner this week is from Clearwater, and her name is Jenny Beyer. So Jenny, congratulations. We will be in touch with you on how to get your prize. So just remember, if you did enter, you are still getting that extra entry into our grand prize drawing, which is going to be next week for our Microsoft Surface Go. So make sure that you're tuning in next week to find out who wins this week's prize, and then also to enter for that final giveaway. If you have entered every week and you enter next week, you will have up to 5 chances to win that Microsoft Surface Go. So make sure you're coming back and joining us. So I'm really excited this week because we're giving away another Apple product.
Yeah, so this week we are giving away a standard iPad. We are also pairing this with a smart keyboard. There are 4 types of iPads that are available, and they range from $329 up to $1,700, and that's just based on whatever features and storage you decide you want. And the keypad or the keyboard that we are giving away this week with the iPad is valued at $159, and it's really cool because it doesn't require any extra charging or pairing. All you have to do is just snap it onto the iPad and go. And then also it adds a little bit of extra protection for your iPad because it kind of covers up that screen.
Yeah, it's nice because you don't have to have a separate cover for it too. So this does require Wi-Fi for most of the apps that you're going to use. There are some that don't have to have Wi-Fi. So this is a Wi-Fi enabled device. There are some models that you can get of an iPad that allow you to get a plan with your mobile carrier so that you could use it if you don't have Wi-Fi. The model that we're giving away just does the Wi-Fi. And if you were to do the cellular plan, that is an extra charge that you pay for through like Verizon or Sprint or something like that. So just remember, as you're getting these devices, we're going into the holiday season, and this is really a time that we see people using a lot more bandwidth because they're getting new devices under the tree, and then you've got a lot of family and friends that are in town and coming over, and you're streaming and using your cell phone, and get everybody's wanting on your Wi-Fi network. So just remember that we have all, excuse me, all of our staff are trained on how to help you figure out, what devices that you're using and how you're using them, and then about how much bandwidth you're probably going to need. Also remember that we have our managed Wi-Fi router service. So if you have an older router, that could be a problem that's creating issues with some buffering. So we have that router lease, so you don't own the router, and so we basically take care of all of it for you. And we can also, with that, run some reports that will show exactly what speeds that you're using, what bandwidth you're using. And so if you are hitting that top speed that you are already subscribed to, we're able to tell you that. And so that can kind of give you a little bit of an idea of when you're hitting those buffering times, and give us some clues on that as well. So just give us a call if you have any questions or you think you may want to bump up. We're happy to help you kind of talk through that with you. So now let's talk features. First, you can get up to 10 hours of battery life off of this iPad, just off of one charge. And it's also super lightweight. It's only about a pound without any of your accessories like a cover or the keypad, because it's made out of 100% recycled aluminum. It also comes in 3 colors. So there's a space gray, a silver, and a gold.
Yeah, and it has a 10.2-inch screen with Retina display. It also has stereo speakers and then also front and back cameras.
Yeah, and so the storage is great on this because you have a lot of different options. In the standard iPad, it is going to come in at 32 gig or 128. And again, we're giving away that 32 gig, but you can get up to a terabyte on a Pro model. We also have the ability to back up and sync your files between your Apple devices with iCloud. It comes with a little bit of storage, but typically most people are going to need to pay for that monthly subscription, but it's really just a pretty small fee that you have to pay to back everything up. And I really strongly recommend that you do that, because if you ever it's lost or stolen or damaged or something like that, you still have access to all of those files on the cloud. There's also some great security features. So to get logged in, you can do a Touch ID that uses your fingerprint. And then on the Pro model, you can also have your Face ID. So if you are familiar with like a new iPhone, you probably already have that facial recognition enabled on your phone.
Yeah, and so the operating system on this iPad is specifically designed for the iPad. It creates more of a powerful, fun, and productive experience for you. And it includes features like intuitive multitasking, a new home screen, and then also desktop-style browsing. It also includes the ability to shoot and edit the 4K Ultra HD video, and then also play graphic-intensive video games and make FaceTime calls.
Yeah, another feature that I really like is AirDrop. That is where you can transfer files from one Apple device to another. So it makes it really convenient if you're not using the same Apple ID on both of those devices to just transfer files over from a tablet to a cell phone or cell phone to cell phone, different things like that. You can also cast your iPad to an Apple TV. So that means that whatever you have on your iPad can show up on your larger TV, but you can control it all from your iPad. So it makes it a lot easier to share things, you know, if you have family or friends over. There's also more than 1 million apps in the Apple App Store. So basically anything that you want to use your iPad for, you're probably going to be able to find an app for it.
Yeah, and so in addition to all of those features, you can also get a lot of different accessories to go with your iPad. So we're including the smart keyboard, but you can also get Apple AirPods to use for listening to music and things like that. You can get an Apple Pencil, which allows you to take notes and draw on the notepad, and then also mark up documents and pictures. And then also there's lots of cases and screen protectors just for those protection or the protection of your iPad.
That's right. So that's all we have for you today for the Apple iPad. To enter, comment below with your favorite app, so something that you use on a phone or your tablet, something like that. And then like SKT on Facebook. Make sure you do that by Monday, December the 16th at noon to enter. And when you enter that, you're going to get another entry into that grand prize drawing, which we are going to be going over next week. And again, that's for that Microsoft Surface Go. So good luck, guys. We hope you have a great week.